Well, Joe, you've just said to me there, it's been a good week, 4 points out of 6. You're satisfactory, you must be glad with that.
Yeah, I'd settle for that all day long. Listen, it's been a really tough couple of weeks, not just a week. I speak to you before the games, and we literally haven't got many bodies left at all, and Tom Smith's had to come off with a hip problem there. So we're throwing on Rabbi again, and Spokes has had to go on, who's still not well. He's been really ill, and he's still struggling to get up to speed fitness-wise. Obviously, we lose Elliot Freya before the game. He's not fit because of pulled calf. We have to throw in Codes, but Codes lasts for 90 minutes like a warrior out there for me. I thought Chris Lyons was immense today, absolutely immense, and in the middle of the pitch, honestly, alongside Jack Batten, I thought those two especially were outstanding. But again, I'm saying it week in, week out, the whole team right the way through the group. My goalkeeper pulls off a great save against the bar when we needed to. Listen, you come to a place like Dover, it's a long trip. We leave at 8 o'clock this morning, having been to Slough, and get back at 1:30 in the morning midweek. It's really tough for these players. I'm fatigued, so they must be, and they're giving everything they've got. A clean sheet, which is fantastic. 2 in a week. You can't ask much more of a group than that. We just need some bodies back in. So it's a phenomenal result, really, against a side that, under the new leadership, obviously they're having a really good time. They look really dangerous in wide areas. I'm looking. We've got James Morton playing left wing back. We've got Dan Hayfield playing right wing back. All doing terrific jobs. James there never had to defend so much in his life for the last bit. He put one a day out on him, delaying, working his feet. Luke Spokes coming up and doubling up, and just so pleasing as a coach and a manager to see the group working so hard. I spoke to you before the game about the togetherness. This group it's a wonderful group to work with. Honestly, the togetherness, the spirit. And you see it on the coach in abundance because you come away with us. This group are phenomenal, honestly. And if we'd had our group that we had all start this season, we'd be a top 5 side guaranteed. Where we are at the moment, we're in a really strong position. I think we're still 7 points off the playoffs. Just had a quick look at the league, and a team that's really fighting for the football club, doing ever so well, and look a good side.
I can really concur with your views on Chris Lyons. It was his best performance for the club, and defensively as well. Things like they did have to do a lot of defending, but it wasn't sort of like there were shots piling on the goal. It was more, say, 30, 40 yards from the goal, getting the blocks in. Jack Batten, Kieran Parcell and Jordan Dyer, really impressive. Yeah, and Mark, to be organised tactically and distance-wise, you have to be good to be able to do that. You can't just sit in there and not. You can't go passive. You have to be aggressive at certain times. And they ask questions. So when they ask questions of you, you've got to be good in your 1v1s. You've then got to overload your 2v1s in your favour, the stop crosses coming in. And when blocks need to be made, they need to be made. When saves need to be made, he's made one really outstanding save. If I'm being honest, we didn't have too much second half going the other way. We had some little bits. First half we did. Jordan Dyer, I'm right behind it. His header from the corner is literally an inch away, going in the top corner, just misses. And then Cody has that chance when he's going through on his right foot, couldn't quite get it on target after a good flowing move. Scotty's then had a half chance on the near post, didn't quite connect with it. Other than that, it was some bits, but we controlled parts of the game. We come under pressure, which you're going to do away from home. No one can be negative about his performance. It's like I say, it caps off what's been a really, really tough week for us, and it comes again because we're going to have to go again Tuesday. I'm just concerned how many bodies we got. We're right down to bare bones now, and we'll have to wrap them all up, and we'll have to get them back out there Tuesday and put out some sort of team, because that's a big game now, because I think they're same number of games played and same points, and it's a great game for everyone to come and watch on Tuesday night.
Joe Rains and Dan Greenstay didn't travel. Are they any closer to returns?
Well, Danny will be the closest one. He's done some work, but he's feeling really dommy in his hamstrings. We've kept him at home because there's no value in bringing him down 4 hours on a coach and then 4 hours back to do a little bit of work. So he's doing some work at home. Joe Rains is on the Ultra G today. So he's booked himself on there, which is a gravity, sort of takes your body weight when you're running on a treadmill. Because he's had 2 really good sessions now and he feels a lot better, so he wanted to do something where he felt as if he get real sweat on. So that's good, he's done that. But we won't know, in all honesty, we won't know until Tuesday. Elliot, there's an outside chance Elliot could be fit for Tuesday, but I'm not holding my hopes on it. I hope he is. Other than that, we're going to have to have a look at Tom. He, like I said, he's really seized up his hip. And that tells you what they're doing. They're just really going through it for us, for a football club. And I'm proud as punch of them. Honestly, they're a good group, these to work with. And it'll be a nice trip back home now, because if you come away to a long trip, the one thing you don't want to do is lose a game. And we deserve to take the point from it.
It'll be a long trip home for those fans as well. I know some exiles, so it's closer for them. But 400-mile round trip for some, all the way from Bath. And they got behind your team near the end. And the players really showed their appreciation.
Oh, yeah, and I really appreciate them. We need that at home, though. We need that. We need to make to work. And I say it. bit fed up of saying it to us. We need to make it a really vibrant atmosphere at home. Don't get frustrated. Don't panic when it's 0-0, 60, 70 minutes. Be encouraging to the players. Get behind them. Make it vocal. Today there was a drum behind the goal. I don't know what was the crowd here today. 700 here today, and it felt like there was 2,000 because there's a drum and there's a bit of an atmosphere to it. We've got to look at that honestly, and the away fans are great. To come this far, to jump in a car and come this far and support your football team, that tells you what it's all about. And we went across and congratulated them on coming down, and they congratulate us. I like those moments at the end, and they'll look forward to seeing us at home, and we will. Let's make it a good night. Let's make it a good atmosphere. I said it's a really big game. For us, it could be a moment where we get away from them and we push ourselves closer to a playoff. All we're doing is playing every game at the moment. I've not spoke about playoffs, but what we've done is we've put ourselves in a really strong position. And we're a hard team to play against at the moment. What we need is a little bit of help with bodies, as I said. And let's hope we get a few back for Tuesday. If we don't, we'll go again and we'll have a right good go at them.
And we look forward to Tuesday. Well done for the point tonight.
Cheers. Thanks, Mark.